Crescent City Gumbo Nation. Guess what? We're back at Petra in Laplace, about to hear triple threat play. And right here on my right, I have an old friend of mine. I've been knowing this guy for a very long time. He's an amazing drummer, awesome vocalist, and one of the most charismatic frontmen I have ever seen. This dude can command an audience, and it's an amazing time. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Mr. Leroy St Pierre. Leroy, say hello.
Crescent City Gumbo fans.
All right. So, Leroy, tell me where you found music. How did it find you?
Well, music found me from my family. I'm the youngest of 6, and my oldest brother is a trombone player.
Nice.
My oldest sister is a piano player. My uncle is a clarinet player. So music's in our blood, it's in our family.
Well, that's wonderful, man. Did you march in high school?
Marched in high school. St. Charles Catholic High School in Laplace was the last of the marching bands at that school. Now they just have a drum line.
Just have a drum line. Nothing wrong with that.
No,
we love percussion.
We love drum line. FCDC.
Yeah. FCDC. Remember those first gigs we did? I was one of the original members of FCDC, and so is Leroy. Yeah, they don't like me after the first couple of gigs we did. We'll get to that some other time. So, did you do DCI?
Did not.
Did not do any DCI. Okay. How about any competitive marching?
No. Actually, in high school, I kind of leaned towards the bands, playing the cover tunes and original music, and got away from the marching style.
Well, well, you were busy. Yeah, and of course the whole DCI, WGI, all that fun stuff takes so much time, so much, and you were too busy honing your skills as a drummer, a vocalist, and a frontman.
Trying to make it big.
And you made it about as big as you could around Laplace, and now he's expanding from Laplace. So, what are some of the bands you were in before?
First band was a band called Vengeance. That was in high school. All we played was rock music. Then I was in a band called Mach 5 in college, and that band consisted of a couple local fellas and also some fellas from Baton Rouge. And we traveled from Tallahassee, Florida to Houston, Texas, trying to get noticed. And some of them are still trying.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So how about now?
Now, interesting. Now we, in a band called Mojo. That's the biggest band we're in. We also have a band called Catch 22, and then we also do triple threat.
Catch 22. I heard a little bit about Catch 22. I haven't seen you yet, but don't you have a CD out?
We just have a live CD that's coming out now, and we're going to be selling them at our venues, and that's a fun band. Talked about a little bit about Catch 22. Andrew Otan and myself from Mojo, Rod Fleetwood from Bucktown All Stars, Derek Lefebvre, and Chad Gillette from band Contraflow. We play strictly Wednesdays and Sundays because everybody else is so busy Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Well, that makes sense. Man, Rod's a great bass player. That's a talented lineup you have there too. Man, Contraflow's a good band. We like to see them as much as we can. Very entertaining, very powerful, and very good. Very quality entertainment there. Yeah, you know a lot of people, huh?
Sure do.
Yeah, sure do. And that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing.
I know you.
Well, that might not be a good thing. But, music around here is so good. It's so fun, so much talent, so many people that perform, so many people that throw their heart and souls into everything. But you have a day job.
Yeah.
You do sales, right?
Sales.
You're in sales.
Sales by day, wannabe rock star at night.
Yeah. So, yeah, and just like some of us other folks, we have day jobs and whatnot. Like Brian, our cameraman, he is one of the best ship designers I've ever met. And I'm probably one of the worst ship designers you ever meet, but that's how Brian and I met.
I didn't have to say ship because I may slip.
Ship, slip, ship, slip, ship. That's a tongue twister.
We have our ship together.
Cool, man. So where do you see yourself in the future with music?
Well, I'll tell you what, Mojo has been really, really blessed. The last 2 years, we kind of revamped that group in 2017, and we're doing probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 shows a year now.
Wow.
And hopefully in the next 5 years, all 3 bands will continue to grow.
You think you might be doing this for a living?
That's the retirement plan.
That's the retirement. Man, that would be so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
Sleep all day, play all night.
Isn't that a song?
Pretty close, I think. Yeah. Up all night.
Sleep all day, yeah.
You know lyrics.
Everything's a song.
You know the lyrics to every song. You
all
do.
Of us, we all make them up.
Well, I heard last time I was here, you made some
Yeah,
up. That was kind of cool.
You don't know
Now,
make them rhyme.
one fact that I do like to brag to people about you,
Okay.
and I don't think I've told you this.
Nope,
I think it was at Blondie's. Your band was playing Blondie's. What band would that have been? High Five, Take Five?
Take Five.
Take Five, that's the one. Might have been Take Five playing. I was there with Paul Guidry. I believe it was after a show that we were running sound for. We decided to show up, and the best version of Tom Sawyer ever. This guy sang and played drums.
Still do it.
And it's amazing. And you had your rototoms out that night as well.
Rototoms.
So you had, dude, it was like 15 drums, and you hit every one of them. It was amazing. So,
Sometimes I miss it.
well, that's why it's fun.
Yeah.
Because you can make fun of each other, and you
Exactly.
learn from your mistakes, and nobody criticizes you. So to all the youngsters out there, what kind of advice would you give them being a successful, fairly successful professional musician?
It's funny you should say that. I have two sons, 20 and 13. Both have the music of Gene. My oldest son, Jacob's at Northwestern in Natchitoches, and he's studying music, and he's a fabulous trombone player. My youngest son, Julian, is 13, and he's going to attend Romo High School next year, and he's going to be a drummer like his dad.
Beautiful.
So I just kind of let them do their own thing and kind of give them a little guidance. And, Woody gives Julian lessons. Woody is a good friend of mine, and just let them do their thing.
Woody is a great instructor.
He's a good guy.
Absolutely.
Good
He
friend.
taught my son, Chachi, which knows your son. And he also gave my my stepson some lessons as well. He tried to give my son Michael some lessons, but Michael's not really into the music thing, but that's okay.
And if you're not, you're not. So my advice or anything I can give to the youngsters out there, if it's in your blood and you want to dream it, follow your dreams.
Beautiful.
It's a great thing. Music is something, played golf, played football, played baseball, did all those things. But here I am, 48 years old, still playing music.
Nice, man. Following your dream,
Absolutely.
living the life, enjoying every second of it. And we enjoy it every time we come see you for sure. And hopefully we can get a little bit more of you on tonight. Come see you a few more times, maybe interview you again, do a follow-up
That'd be
sometime.
great, man.
When we start the podcast,
Yeah.
we might have to get Mr. St Pierre on, so come to
Get the
hang out and
garages
chat.
ready.
Because I'm thinking about, since we're Crescent City Gumbo, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. We call it What's in the Pot.
Right.
Not only would it be like what musician or artist we have, like what I consider the flavor, the flavor of the Crescent City is our musicians and our artists. Like what's in the pot, like what am I cooking that night? And I'll have a big pot of something cooking, and while we're doing our podcast, we'll be I'm smacking away like Paul Guidry, smacking away, going to town, and we talk at the same time.
Kill it.
Yeah. Well, Leroy, thank you so much for your time, man. It was
Thank
a pleasure.
you so much. Thank you, Crescent City Gumbo. You're doing a great thing for that.
Thank you, man. And as usual, like, subscribe, comment. Keep the comments nice. It's a family show.
Absolutely.
And hit that little bell, and we'll get you some more notifications on when we have something cool coming up. Like next time we have this guy on. I can't wait to get him singing sometime. Get him up on stage in front of a big crowd, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, from me, DJ Damn Unique, and Brian, our cameraman, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you real soon. It's always fun, man. This is so much fun.
I love doing this stuff.